Well, hello, everyone. I wanted to create a video that was going to be very informative, maybe confirmation for some, and, share some insight that I was able to receive on these last few days of fasting. And again, I just wanted to come on, my platform and share some information. First and foremost, again, I appreciate you all for coming and stopping by and sharing this time and space with me here currently at this moment. May you receive abundancy, clarity, encouragement, confirmations, as I spoke before about, and may you receive just goodness, releasing all things that no longer serve you in order so that you can make space for things that are full of abundance for you and purpose. So again, just really quickly, I just wanted to make this video, like I stated, to inform you of some things that I have definitely been reminded of. And so I guess I'll just get straight into it. So for those who are not familiar with fasting, for those who are into the Bible or, set in a certain religion, the Bible does speak about fasting being a way for cleansing and connection and, those type of things in the religion realm, right? A way for you to connect more with your deity. Now, on a spiritual side, that has nothing to do too much with religion, just sticking solely to the spiritual. Fasting can be like a reset for your body, right? It's a reset. It's a way to flush the system out of anything that no longer serves you, anything that could be backed up. It opens up those valves, open up those areas in your body. It calls harmony on the spiritual sense. It calls harmony. It pretty much put that rhythm that was that's no longer on beat. It now creates that correction, and now it's a constant beat, or the correct flow of things in a sense. And whether you choose to do it due to religion or you choose to do it spiritually, they both can have the same outcome. And for me, that outcome would be based on what you put in is what you're going to get out. Right. And so if you are putting in good intentions, I really want to get rid of this. I really want to do this. I really want to have this. And you set your mind to receiving those things or achieving that, then it's going to pass. You're going to receive it. Whether you choose to do it and to honor, like I said, honor your deity, then throughout that fast, you're going to, especially if your mind is clear and you are on the right path and you are doing it for the right reasons, and you have really set yourself up for success, then you're going to achieve that. And so for me, this go round, my fast was about detoxing myself of the things that have that's no longer serving me. Let me just say it like that. Detoxing myself for any blockages that may have been occurring that I wasn't aware of, or that I was aware of. So the unintentional and the intentional blockages that were being placed upon me. So I wanted to cleanse myself of those things. Now, sometimes when we have a purpose for something, a bigger goal or a bigger accomplishment always comes out. And I would say for this fast, that's exactly what has definitely happened. And I am so thankful that I was able to receive, and I'm still able to receive the abundance of information. Knowledge is wealth. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is exactly what we need in order to reach the highest goals that we have. And so I am at school. I'm at work. And so I just looked away. But anyways, so again, I just want to come on here and again share my realizations that I had from doing this fast. So one of the things that stuck out stuck out to me the most during this fast was the purpose of this fast. Like, why am I doing this fast? What is my goal? Usually when I say I'm going to do a fast, I have a goal of just doing the fast. But what really motivated me to continue to do the fast was when I really set my mind to exactly why I was doing this particular fast at this moment. And what came to me was the metaphor that came to me was, when someone has cancer, the doctors don't attack it very, subtle. No, they attack it very aggressive. They're on it. They want you to go through this. I'm sorry. So they want you to go through this process. They want you to do it just like this, and they're going to address it very fast because they really want to get these cancer cells out of your body. So in the same way, when I decided to take on this fast, I needed this hard reset. I needed something that was going to be aggressive. And I say that because when you think about the words fast again, and if you have questions about like the different fasts, let me know in the comments below, and I definitely can make a video and give you a little bit of my insight or my understanding that I have about fasting and the experiences that I've had with the different type of fasts that I have definitely done. But what I was going to say, so because I have understanding about the different types there are a few different types of fastings that I've done before, whether that's a water fast, a fruit fast, just removing one item, whether that's carbs, meats, any of those things. There is the 1 meal a day fast, the intermittent fasting. There is also the one that I'm currently doing, which is retaining from meat and liquid. So I have not had anything at all to go into the mouth at all, down into the digestive system for the past 3 days. What I want to say, so because I have chosen this route to be the one that I've chosen, it was aggressive to me. I had to make sure, I didn't know I needed to be this aggressive, but my higher self literally is, my motivator. That's my pusher. That's my guide to guide me along this journey. And so when I was pulled and moved to do this fast, that was the one that I chose to do. But like I said, I didn't have a full intentions, or I didn't have a full purpose in front of me to recognize this is why I needed to do this fast. This is what is coming from this fast. Okay, so like I said, I recognized that on day 2, right? I do my morning meditations every morning. I try to make sure to get up at least Monday through Friday to do my meditations. On the weekends, I use Sunday to clean out my space, my sacred space, my prayer room for some to understand. I take that time to clean out that space. Saturday, give or take, depending on what's going on throughout that week, then I'll also do it. But anyway, so I got up and I was in, my morning meeting room, and that's what was given to me, that because of what I have allowed to compile on me physically, but then also spiritually, what I was taking in was becoming too much. It was consuming me, and there was becoming a disconnect. Right? Internally, there's an internal disconnect, and because of the one that was internal is now showing outwardly. Okay, just to give you a small backstory. Last year around this time, really pushing more into the summer, I went from 225 pounds to 175, now about 79, let's just say 180 for argument's sake. So I was able to do that because of being in touch with who I am again, tap in. I was really driven into that, tapping into who I am, tapping into my purpose, tapping into, everything that has to do with wealth and wellness, right? And not wealth, but wellness, everything to do with that. And so I was able to do that, and my load, that physical load and that spiritual load was light. It was very light, and it was starting to reflect that. But over time throughout last year, toward the end of last year, and toward the end of last year, that's where things started to take a turn. And I saw that because I was no longer pouring into myself, but pouring into other people around me, or allowing other people around me to consume, allowing my body to soak in what other people around me are doing or have going on, and just allowing myself to just really fall off. Then I can see how the pallage up started to begin. And so because of that, like I said, the body said you need to fast. The body said you need to clean yourself out. This is aggressive. We have to be aggressive with this. We need to do this now. And so I'm so thankful for that realization, because for me, day one was okay. I kind of ate the day before. You know how right before you do a fast, you're like, let me eat everything that I can so my body will be good. That's what I did. So I ate really good on the day before I started, which was Sunday. So I ate really good on Sunday. And then Monday, my body was like, trying to figure out what's going on with everything, trying to eat off the little stuff that was already there on Monday. But then Tuesday, that's where it really stuck in. And so my push, my encouragement was that finding the purpose, understanding you are doing this type of fast because this is urgent. This has to be done aggressively because you have work to do. You have something to do. So I need you to get it done, right? Get this out your system. Get back sitting on your throne. Get back to who you were. Start back pouring into yourself, because there's tasks that have to be done, and I need you to be at your best. And so I'm truly thankful for that. And then that was yesterday. And then today, something that really was so powerful. Again, like I told you at the beginning, both sides, it doesn't matter if you're doing a fast for, religious purposes, or if you're doing a fast for just your spiritual journey, or just for a physical, whatever the case may be, there is an outcome that you want. There is a reward that you want after you have done your fast, or while you're doing your fast, right? So you have your purpose. My purpose was shown to me on day 2. And I said to myself during that time between day 1, day 2, and now I'm at day 3, I said I wanted to do it for 3 days, like be 3 days aggressive with this to get it out. And that also came on yesterday, saying that I want to do it for 3 days, because when I thought about it on a religious sense, because that was the first time I've ever heard of a fast. It was done with religious and through religion and through the Bible, right? And so when I thought about it, I was sitting there and I was thinking to myself, where for example, I'm just going to give you this picture, right? So, when Jesus had was getting crucified and this, that, and the third, and they wasn't feeding him, and then they wasn't allowing him to drink, they wasn't allowing him to do anything. But then even though he was going through that sacrifice, right, even though he was being faced with those difficulties and, those just that punishment, in a sense, you would think his physical body is just being punished and tortured, which it was like, again, that's the visual that they gave us, that he was being tortured physically, right? But then also, not only physically he was being tortured, but then spiritually there was a reward. Spiritually there was a reward because he knew what he was doing. He knew what was going to happen, although he was facing all of this. And again, that's where the fasting comes in. Although he was going through not eating, not drinking, right, not being able to do those things, the reward was my name is going to be glorified, right? Through my name, my children will know who I am. Right? There will be a connection between me and my children. Although I am going through this, right? It's for a greater purpose. So with that being said, that's what was given to me at that same time. It was saying that although I am going through this, there is a greater reward to come. So when you are doing your fast, that's why I'm saying that it's important that you have a purpose, you have an intention, and then know that there is a goal, and there's a transformation that's going to happen, but you have to stick to it. Whether you're doing it for just a day, or you're doing it for a few hours, if you set your intentions to be high, then the bar is going to be higher. Okay? Know that the goal is going to be higher. And so, and then just having that thought too, as far as thinking about 3 also. 3 is also my master number. I love the number 3, everything about 3. And then not only that, but if you think about the 3 days, right, they said Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right, he rose because it started on that Friday, then he rose, so it was for those 3 days. I had no idea that was going to have no correlation at all, but it was just realizations for me to be able to provide somebody else with that information as well. So even when you're not intentional at first, when you're even when your bar of intention you think is high, it's going to go even higher, especially when there's a clearage. Your conscience is clear. So moving on to today, like I said, today, again, I am still currently fasting as well. But this morning went into, my prayer room and was doing my thing. And what came up today was a great reward, I have a purpose. I have something that I have to perform. I have something that I have to do. And I'm so thankful for that. But then most of all, there was something that was given to me. And what was given to me, if you are familiar with chakras, there are 7 main chakras in the body. And among those 7 chakras, if you are familiar with them, like I said, then you will know what I'm talking about. For those who are not familiar with them, please leave a comment below. I can definitely put you on to information about that as well, and help remind you of the information that you already hold. You just need someone to open the door for you. But anyways, so again, we have those 7 chakras within our body. But then if you think about it, the heart chakra is the one that's like the bridge. That's the bridge that's right there in the middle. You have 3 above and then 3 below. So with having those 7 chakras, and then thinking about it a little bit deeper, that was given to me, which was, if you think about the top chakras, they are the spiritual realm. But then if you think about the lower chakra, they are the physical realm. They are the physical actions, what you do on a daily basis, how you move, what you do. These ones up here is for the conscious, right? For that conscious mind, for your spirituality, for, all of those things, the spiritual side of you. We are not only physical, but we are also spiritual. So with that being said, the information that was given to me was just that sometimes we get so caught up with, making sure that we say our words to our people, like say our words to people correctly, or we may talk this way and we may do these things, but the actions, they don't follow, right? So within that, it helps you identify if you are balanced. If you are balanced, how? Because although I speak these words, although I see these things, and although I think this away, if my actions don't follow, then you can see the imbalance. So if you would like to know if you are imbalanced, or if you are top heavy and then bottom light, or reverse light, heavy down here with your actions, but then your words, they don't match up, then that's a good way to be able to identify it. So this morning, when I tell you guys, that was so powerful, with that being a realization for me, because as I was sitting there and I was really just trying to connect with, again, why am I doing this fast this way? Why am I being so aggressive with it? That's what was given to me. Out my mouth, I want to say that I want to be, or I am a healer, or I am a mentor, a wellness coach. I'm all these things, but then my physical body don't show that. I'm not out here doing the work. I'm not out here connecting with my fellow brothers and sisters. I'm not out here doing these things. So there's an imbalance. And my body was saying, we got to restart. We have to connect. We have to do this all over. Even when I was going through the different chakras in my body, I could see the ones that were in balance. There was some imbalance. But I was thankful that the one that stayed pure was the one right here. It was the bridge. The bridge never fell off. So again, I just wanted to make this videos. I have fellow teachers coming in now, so I just want to stop this video, but I hope this information help you guys in whatever way it's going to. I send peace, light, love, and blessings to you all, and I will talk to you on the next video. Bye.